Hello everyone, what I'm going to try to do here is give you a virtual test drive on this 1998 Chevrolet Corvette Indianapolis 500 Pace Car. It is an official pace car produced by Chevrolet back in 1998. They produced in that year 1,163 of these, and of those cars, about 600 of them had automatic transmissions and 500 had manual transmissions. This particular car has the 6-speed manual transmission, which was a little bit more expensive to acquire back then. The pace car option is coded Z4Z, and if the car came equipped with an automatic, the pace car option was a little bit over $5,000. I think it was $5,039. But equipped with the manual 6-speed, the option cost $5,800. As you can see, this car is in excellent condition. It shines very nicely. Tires are in good condition. Wheels look good. There are no curb rashes on it. Color is nice and consistent on it. Paint matches nicely. The tires are in excellent condition. And everything works on this car. Later in this video, we're going to be taking the car for a drive, and I'll take you through the car and its paces. And we'll show you the odometer. We'll show you the functions of the car and that they all work. The stereo system is great. It has a CD player in it as well. And the air conditioning is very cold. Okay, what we're going to do right now is we're going to pop the hood and the trunk, and we're going to take a look at the engine compartment and the trunk area, and then we'll go into the inside and I'll show you the interior. Okay, we've popped the hood here on this pace car, and you can see the engine compartment is very clean. It has the 5.7 liter, and from the factory it was rated at 345 horsepower. However, we did have a tune put on this car with this. It's the software tuning called HP tuning software, and we estimate that it increased the power on this engine by about 65 horsepower, so it's probably running a little bit over 400 horsepower right in its current state. The car is very, very quick. You can also see that it's got an aftermarket air cleaner assembly on it, which helps the engine breathe a little bit easier, a little bit better. The engine compartment is clean and detailed. There are no leaks, no oil leaks, no coolant leaks. Hoses are in good condition. There are no trouble codes on the car's computer. Everything works perfect and as it should on this vehicle. Now we're going to go walk back and take a look in the trunk compartment. As you can see, the shocks work fine on the trunk. Everything's in good condition back here. You can see the convertible top as it's stored back in underneath there. It has a brand new radio antenna. You see it's retracted right now. That's a General Motors part, OEM equipment. Okay, now I'm going to open up the driver's door. Take a look at the interior. You can see it's mostly in good condition. The black and yellow leather seats are in good condition. That center console that's yellow with the C5 logo in it is not factory. That's an aftermarket item, but it looks very good in the car. Also, you can see the steering wheel has a yellow accent on it, as does the shifter boot. And there you can see the 6-speed manual, the air conditioning controls, radio, CD player. It's got the yellow letters and the airbag on the passenger side. and the seats are in very good condition. There are no rips or tears. They are maybe a little bit dirty. They could maybe use a little cleaning, but they're not bad. You can see the door jambs, the hinge pillars, the rocker panels are very clean on this car. The car also has a special exhaust system on it. It's MagnaFlow mufflers, MagnaFlow performance mufflers. With the special stainless tips on them. That muffler system is about $2,000 by itself. According to MagnaFlow, it increases horsepower also by another 20 to 22 horsepower or so. And I'm going to turn the light switch on here. You can see that the headlights roll up very nicely. Everything works on them, including the fog lights. If there's one fault on this car, on the inside, I would say it's the sun visors. They are there, but the fabric is a little bit loose, a little saggy, but no real big deal. Power windows, all the buttons work in the car. Okay, next we're going to go for a little test drive. Okay, we're back with you. The car was just started. I'm going to zoom in here on the odometer so you can see the mileage on the car. It reads 102,905. And as you can see by the instrument panel, there are no engine lights on. Let me zoom in on this a little bit better here. Okay.
I might have to, let me turn around and get us in the shade and then we'll do this again.
We're in the shadows here. We're going to turn the car around so maybe we can see the dash a little bit better. But while he's doing that, I'm going to tell you that the car does have a new exhaust system on it, including the X-pipe that goes underneath the entire car. That includes new catalytic converters, and it does have all 4 brand new oxygen sensors on it. Okay, let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit on the odometer. Okay, that's 102,905, and that's original mileage on the car. And again, there are no check engine lights on the dashboard, and we just ran the codes on this thing. There are no codes that are stored in the system. That means that all systems on the car are operating properly. Okay, we're going to start out here, starting out in first gear, and I don't know if you can hear the rumble of the mufflers right now, but it has a very throaty sound. We'll come back to that a little bit later. But the most important thing to observe right now is that there are no noises in this car that shouldn't be there. The engine's very quiet, transmission's very quiet. It runs through all of the gears like it should. My son-in-law is driving. He just downshifted into, I believe it's 4th. We're currently going about 30 miles an hour, and the engine tach is at 1200. By the way, this car is not only an excellent performer, but it gets incredibly good gas mileage. On the highway and keeping your foot out of the pedal, it'll get easily 30 miles a gallon. By the way, along those lines also, this is the only sports car, the only high-performance sports car that is not subject to the United States government gas guzzler tax for that reason. Chevrolet did an incredible job with their computers in the engine and making sure that it was most efficient, and that's why there is no gas guzzler surcharge on this car. Looking over at the dash again, the water temperature is perfect where it should be. It's sitting probably at 190 degrees. Oil pressure is about 40 pounds. The fuel tank shows about half full, and the battery alternator is right at about 13.5 amps right now, or volts. Okay, we're going to pick up again going down the freeway. We're going to take you for a ride going 60, 65, 70 miles an hour at highway speeds. Okay, we're picking up the video again, and what we've done is we've pulled over the side of the interstate here on one of the entrance ramps, and as you can see, we're sitting still. We're going to show you some of the acceleration on this car and going up to highway speed and how the car performs. So, okay, let's go. We're starting out in first gear. Right now we're in fourth gear and we're going 75 miles an hour. And it's tacking at about 2100 RPMs. We're in fifth gear, same speed, 75. And if you want to drop that down into fourth and take it up a little bit before we hit that next exit. Okay, we're starting out at 75. That's 100 miles an hour right there. Okay folks, we're picking up the video again here going down the interstate, and I wanted to bring to your attention one of the most impressive things about this car is not only is it extremely fast, but I mentioned earlier about the fuel economy of this car. We are now going 70 miles an hour, and we're tacking only about 1450 RPMs. Let me see if I can show it here. And I'm also going to show you what the current fuel instant average right now, 23.2, and we're under acceleration right now. When he lets up on the gas, you can see it's going up to 39, 42, 44, 48, 49, and of course, you know, that all is calculated into the average, and that's why I say I think it's an average of 38 miles a gallon on the highway. Okay folks, we're going to pick this up once again for a final shot of the car and to talk about it a little bit more. Again, the car is now running. You can hear it idling. Cooling fans are spinning. Both of the fans work. That's the little push of air that you may be hearing. And I want you to hear the sound of this exhaust. I'm going to pull up real close to it here. And as you can hear, it's a little bit louder than the factory mufflers are, but it's not obnoxious by any stretch of the imagination. It has a nice deep throaty tone to it. And you can see all the brake lights working. The top is up. And I want to show you the condition of the top. It is in mostly good condition. It does have a little bit of a defect right here, as you can see, at the side. Power windows work. See the windows up. Top is in excellent condition, other than that one area on the passenger side, and it does have a little area right here I'm just noticing. But in an effort to be as thorough and complete about the car, I want to mention it, bring it to your attention. And then also, there is a little crack right here on the left quarter panel. It's about an inch or inch and a quarter long, hardly shows. And I did mention earlier that other than that, there are no defects in the car. The paint is not perfect. As you can see, it shines very nicely, but it's not a 10. You know, the car has been driven. It is stored in the garage. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give this paint probably an 8 or 8.5. And finally, we're going to watch this car pull away. You can watch it drive up the street. That's it. Thank you for your attention and time.